Alright guys, want to learn about a really cool shoulder rig that's very inexpensive? Stay tuned and we'll talk all about it. Alright guys, so this is the Cowboy shoulder harness, and it's a harness that you can wear on your shoulder. It has a little back holder here and a chest strap. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off my DSLR here so we don't have this thing kind of in the shot. Now one thing about shoulder mounted harnesses or over the shoulder camera rigs, they tend to get kind of expensive. You can make them out of PVC very easily, but this one is great because it's hands off. You can use your hands for pointing things out like I like to do. I like to do a lot of POV shots, like in my last video, which was the mini Talon build. You can see that I had just received this and I was pointing it straight down because I had a pivot on the camera and I had my hands free to tell you about the model that I was working with. So this really helped me out. It has a chest strap here, and this is not necessary for you to always use, but it's great to have it there. I did use this on that last video because as I was motioning with my hands, let me take this off. It's just like a little carabiner. As I was motioning with my hands, the camera was wiggling back and forth. And so let me just show you how this thing works. It actually has a little screw here. But basically, it's made by CowboyStudio, and basically it folds up like this. And it's got the camera mount here, and this swings out. It is spring-loaded, so you can actually use it without tightening down the screw here. But if you want to fix it into position, you can tighten this down, and then it stays fixed just like this. So let's say if you're filming something here, and you want to take the camera off and follow some action very quickly with your arms, you could do that, which is pretty cool. It's got this. It has this nice padded plate that goes right here on your chest, and it is extremely comfortable. So that's a really nice feature of this. I think I might have mentioned this, but the price is extremely cheap for what this is. It's $25, and let me show you some of the other accessories that you get along with this. It does come in a nice carry bag, a nice little felty carry bag. It has a multitude of different options for mounting here. So these are two, I just kind of fixed them together so you can see what it is. But you have kind of a step-up mount here, so you can get the camera a little bit higher, maybe right here in front of your eye so you can see the action. And this is also a step-out paddle, which is going to go like this, which brings the camera further out. Or I suppose you could combine all three together. So you could easily do this. I tend to use a pivot mount on. I don't have one with me, but I use a pivot mount on here so that I can actually pivot the camera down and I can look at my hands. This is kind of a cool thing. You could actually mount two cameras on here, two sports cameras on this little thing right here. You can have one facing out to the action, and you can have one facing your hands, so it'll see what your stick movements are doing, which is pretty cool. So I didn't actually know it came with these two separate extensions, so I'm really happy about these, and they're all really good quality. The whole thing is plastic, but I've read a lot of reviews and seen a lot of reviews online that this thing just lasts and lasts and lasts, and it should. This plastic is very, very strong. So anyway, guys, you know, I always have a nerdgasm when I see new tech and something that's going to help me out with my filming. Anything that's going to make my job a little bit easier, you know, sliding this thing on there and starting to shoot, it really, really helps me out. As you guys know, I do a lot of tabletop tutorials. And a lot of times I don't want to use an action camera or my cell phone, so this is really going to help me get my DSLR on there. I can point it down and I can do other things that I want to do. Having a tripod in between where I'm actually doing my tutorials is a problem because the tripod is always in the way. So I really like this. One thing that I didn't mention is that you can make this setup as elaborate as you want to go. You can basically mount some horizontal rails with some handles that will help you stabilize the camera shot even more. You can also mount a follow focus, which is, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a rotary dial that attaches to your focal point on your camera, focusing your camera to certain points. Let's say you have a faraway point that you're focused on here, and as you're panning the shot, you can dial it in and get your focal point right here to a certain point on your dial. So this is just the base of another system that you can get even more elaborate as you want to go. I'm probably not going to go to that at this point. But guys, thanks for joining my channel, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.